Hey team, hope you're enjoying the assembly. I have a list of problems over here on the left that I'm going to do for you. I'm going to start at number 1. Number 1 says, compute the total cost per year of the following expenses. So I'm trying to find per year. Then complete this sentence on an annual basis. The first set is what percent of the second set. Okay, so Mariah spends $20 per week on lottery tickets, and then $122 per month on food. Well, I want this to be yearly, so I know there are 52 weeks in a year. Homegirl be spending $1,040 on lottery tickets. And I know there are 12 months in a year. Woof. And now you need to find out what percentage is the lottery tickets. So I can just do 1,040 divided by 1464, and then I can just times that by 100. And it says round to the nearest percent, so it's going to be 71%. Fantastic. There you go. That was number 1. Okay, let's go to number 3. We need to prorate to find a monthly cost. And so it says Sarah pays $3,500 for tuition for each of the 2 semesters. So $3,500 per semester. Just a little note. There'll be 2 total semesters in a year. Okay, and then an additional $400 on textbooks per semester. So if I want to find the monthly cost, I could double these and divide it by 12 to be the month. Or we can just divide these by 6 right now. So if I do, first I'm going to add them together. So that's $3,900 per semester. And if there's 2 per year, then I'm just going to do 3,900 divided by 6, because we're going to say there are 6 months in one semester. 3,900 divided by 6. 650. Nice work. I'm like doing them in the program, by the way. So, all right, number 7. Use the appropriate compound interest formula to compute the balance in the account. Okay, you are going to be given a formula sheet for the record. And the compound interest formula I think this formula sheet is also on Canvas, and if it's not, I'm going to make sure it is on Canvas. Okay, there's our compound interest formula. So 12,000 is invested for 6 years, so that's Y is going to be 6. So Y stands for number of years. APR is 2%. It's 0.02. And N is how often it is compounding. This says it's compounding quarterly, so it's going to be 4 times per year. So I'm just going to plug this all in. All to the 4 times 6. Okay, when you are typing this into a calculator, I'm just going to go 12,000 and then parentheses 1 plus another parentheses 0.02 divided by 4. Close them and do the little caret exponent and then 4 times 6. 1. Now I'm going to follow my own advice. Ta-da! 13,525.92. Well done. Hope you appreciate these positive affirmations that this program gives you. Let's see, and then number 9. Okay, how much must be deposited in the following account to have $7,000 for a down payment of a house? Assume that no additional deposits are made. Okay, we're going to use the compound interest formula because it doesn't talk about a savings plan or anything like that. Like your formula sheet has compound interest, savings plan, or installment loans. So it doesn't talk about a savings plan. It just wants the account to grow. So we're going to do compound interest. This time we're solving for P. And guess what? That's also on your formula sheet where it says P is equal to A, your ending amount, divided by 1 plus APR over N to the NY. Okay, so how much should be deposited if you want to end with $70,000 in 7 years? Let's see, an account with monthly compounding, so this time it's going to be 12, and your APR is 5%. You're never going to find an APR that good, for the record. All right, so we're going to do 70,000 divided by 1 plus 0.05 over 12, all raised to the 12 times 7. All right, once again, the green's going to be how I'd type this in a calculator. Personally, I'm just going to take care of this part first. So I'm going to do 1 plus 0.05 divided by 12, all raised to the 12 times 7. And I get some answer. But then I'm just going to go 70,000 divided by answer. And just as a reminder, the way we get that is by doing second and then the negative sign. So our answer, you need to invest $49,364.05. Child's, that's like chump change, right? We all have that. We're ready. Excellent. Okay, next. Let's see, 12, 13, 15, 20. I'm just going to write those down. 12, 13, 15, 20. Find the savings plan balance after 2 years. Okay, now we're at a savings plan. We get this beautiful formula, which is on your formula sheet, so you don't have to stress. Times 1 plus APR over N to the NY minus 1 divided by APR over N. That's a good one. All right, so we're going to find the balance after 2 years. APR of 5. and monthly payment of 200. So we're going to set this up 200 times 1 plus 0.05. Does it specify? I believe we're just going to, yeah, it's monthly payments, so that means it's going to compound monthly. How many years? 2. All right, let's do this in the calculator. I'm going to start with this part. One plus 0.05 divided by 12 raised to the 12 times 2. So I'm just going to do that. I missed a parentheses. That's important. And then I'm just going to do hit -1 from there. So subtract 1, because it'll bring up answer -1. And now I'm just going to do times 200. And then I'm going to hit divided by 0.05 divided by 12. You don't necessarily need to break it down in that many steps, but there's less room for calculator error the more steps you break it down into. Fantastic. Okay. 13, 15, 20. We're going to need some more room. Okay, consider a home mortgage, fixed APR, calculate the monthly payment. All right. If it's a mortgage, then it's going to be an installment loan. Remember, an installment loan is a loan you take out where the amount you pay per month never changes. So basically not a credit card. And this formula, also on your formula sheet, payment equals the principal times APR over N. Okay. So the mortgage amount is for 225,000, sorry, the loan amount, yeah, so the total home mortgage is 225,000. You have a fixed APR of 4.5%, so it'd be 0.045, and it's going to be for 25 years, and we're looking at monthly payments, so it's going to be 12. So we go to do this, 225, this is part A, by the way, 225,000 times 0.045 over 12. All right. Moving that over. Let's see. I'm going to do this part. So I'm going to 1 plus 0.045 divided by 12. My second parentheses raised to the negative 12 times 25. Then we do 1 minus answer, which, just as a reminder, is the second negative button. Then I'm going to do 225,000 times 0.045 divided by 12. Then I'm going to do divided by answer. $1,250.62. Excellent. Okay. Part B. Determine the total amount paid over the term of the loan. So that's my monthly payment. So I'm going to times it by 12 to get a full year, and then it was over 25 years. $375,186.92. Of the total paid, blank percent is paid towards the principal and blank percent is paid for the interest. Okay, so the principal was 225,000. So I need to calculate how much percent of the total. Oops. So I'm going to 225,000 divided by how much I'm paying in total. We're going to make it a percentage. It says round to 1 decimal place. This becomes 59.97, so this becomes 60.0. So it turns out we just need 60%. 60% is paid towards the principal. And that means 40% is paid towards the interest. And that is all of those finance questions. I think we covered each formula. The only one we didn't do was like, how much should I be putting into a savings plan? But I think between everything else, you'd be fine.